take a seat. We'll get started here shortly. Good morning. This has become our Christmas tradition now that we're making this grand announcement in December right before the holidays, so this is a wonderful time to do this. I'm going to let Guy Gieske, our CEO of Children's of Mississippi, come and welcome everyone here, and then Steve Gent will join us shortly after that.
Thank you, and welcome to everyone today. It's been great every year, this process, and I think we're always really excited and usually surprised at the generosity that this tournament gives to the Children's Hospital. I'm, like she had mentioned, I'm Guy Gieske, CEO of Children's of Mississippi, and wanted to just acknowledge all the work that goes into this tournament from everybody in this room today, because there's been a tremendous amount of work and building up on last year to make it even better each year. So we're very grateful for that. The Sanderson Farms Championship has really been instrumental in us being able to build this facility. So we would probably not have been able to make the commitment to build this facility without the initial commitment of this tournament, and also Joe and Kathy Sanderson. Those were two very instrumental components to us being able to build this facility. So again, thank you all for coming, and now I would like to welcome Steve Gent to the podium.
Thank you, Guy. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody? If you want chilly, bad, rainy, icy weather, just ask me when to schedule our annual check presentation. I can usually get that done. So thanks for being here. Just a couple housekeeping notes. Thank you to the members of the media for showing up to cover this. We really appreciate y'all being here and coming out and being a part of this. Thank you to everyone here at University of Mississippi Medical Center, specifically here with Children's. And going off script here, if you are a doctor, nurse, staff member, administrator here at the hospital at UMMC, can you please stand up for just a second, please? All right. Thank you. I don't know if we've ever done that, but I was looking at the script last night and have some friends here, and I wanted to come to the check presentation. So you guys are just, the work that you're doing in this building is amazing. Every year we go through with the defending champion and take a tour of the hospital. I think it's just incredible to see this facility, what you're doing now with the Batson Tower 2. It's just, you should be recognized more often. And thank you just to several groups who worked hard for today's event. Mark, Annie, everyone at the Office of Communications, Meredith, Jen, Suzanne, everyone here in the development office, and then the Mayor Baker staff, Tim, Ellie are here, Jana Parker not here, but just a round of applause to everybody who helped set today up. So, thank you all. All right, if I could bring up Dr. Woodall, Dr. J.R. Woodall, Dr. Gieske, Dr. Woodward, Kristen, Caitlin, Dr. Taylor, and David Gadd from Wayne Sanderson Farms to join us here next to what looks like a blank piece of cardboard.
On behalf of Century Club Charities, my honor to present to Friends of Children's Hospital. Hang on. A lot of suspense. This $1 million donation.
So I'm supposed to introduce you to come up next since you're already up here. Can you just...
Yeah. list today, so I don't forget anyone.
Kristen Allen, Chair of Friends of Children's Hospital, so there you go.
Correct. Thank you. This is so exciting. I tell everybody that I don't find out how much we're getting until right now when y'all did. So this is so exciting. And I think, Steve Gent is amazing and told me, I think back in the spring, he's like, I'm working really hard to get to a big check. And I was like, I know you are, and I really appreciate it. And he delivers. He always does. And I want to thank everybody that, has been a part of the tournament, big and small, for supporting it. Thank you. But I do want to first thank Steve and his team. They work year-round so tirelessly, like literally from the first day after the tournament, they're working on the next. And it doesn't go unnoticed how hard you work to put on a truly world-class golf tournament. And we're just so appreciative. Thank you so much. We look forward to it every year. I also want to thank J.R. Woodall and the Century Club Board, because they also do a lot behind the scenes to make sure that the tournament is impeccable and amazing. And we just are so appreciative of your continued support. We're thankful to everyone that's a member of Century Club. Your generosity goes a long way in making the tournament happen. Also, thank you to Wayne Sanderson Farms. I just met David, and I know Hillary's here, so I hope y'all will go back and tell everybody at Wayne Sanderson Farms how thankful we are, because obviously none of us would be here if you weren't here and the title sponsor, and we're so thankful. So thank you so much. Again, as guys said, the partnership with the golf tournament and friends and the hospital is really what kicked off the whole capital campaign to build the building that we're standing in today. We made a $20 million pledge to kind of kick off the capital campaign for that, and this is what that goes to. And so we're, like I said, we do things big and small, but this is a big, so we really thank you for helping us make a big thing happen. We're so grateful. For those of you that don't know, Friends of Children's Hospital is a nonprofit created by volunteers to kind of just elevate the healthcare experience for patients and families in Mississippi. And we're just so thrilled to be able to do what we do. It's a privilege to work with the Children's of Mississippi staff and everyone involved to make that happen. So thank you so much to everyone that's volunteered, attended the tournament, sponsored. Thank you so much. We're very grateful. And with that, I will introduce Dr. Woodward. Dr. Luann Woodward is the Vice Chancellor for Health Affairs and Dean of the School of Medicine at UMMC. So thank you, Dr. Woodward. And thank you all so much.
Thank you, Kristen. And I want to say thank you to your leadership for the board, for the commitment of the Allen family and all of the Friends of Children's team members. And just to kind of echo what several have said, big thank you to Wayne Sanderson Farms and your support for this golf tournament being what it is and seeing these fantastic outcomes, and to JR and team with the Century Club Charities. It's really an amazing partnership, these entities that come together and do the work to see great results like this. So the Sanderson Farms Championship brings to Mississippi, brings to town with Steve's, commitment, a PGA level golf tournament, which has so many positive, impacts. The economic impact, the prestige, that in itself is a really big deal and so important. And the results of that allows Century Club Charities to really support so many wonderful causes. And we are really, really thankful that one of your wonderful causes, probably the highest level of support, goes to Friends of Children's and then comes here to the Children's Hospital and supports, like she said, the children and their families. I think part of what to me makes it so special is that it is a two-way kind of partnership. It's not just a week of the golf tournament. It's not just a one and done kind of thing, but it's an all year long relationship where the players and their families come here and spend time with the children and here at the hospital. And so many of our folks at the medical center volunteer and feel very invested in making it such a success. So I think, to me, that's part of what makes it such a special partnership and something that everybody kind of feels really a part of and very, very proud to be a part of. So next I'm going to ask Mary Taylor. She is our Chair of Pediatrics, the Suzanne B. Timms Chair of Pediatrics, and one of our physicians here at the Children's Hospital to kind of talk to you about what it looks like in real life. Thank you, Mary.
Thank you, Dr. Woodward, and thank you to all of you who are here and who have helped support Friends of Children's Hospital and Century Club Charities. And of course, thanks to Wayne Sanderson Farms and the Sanderson Farms Tournament. I'm blessed every day to see the real impact of this gift. This building is a physical thing that we can all see, but I think it is just such a privilege to walk through the halls. It is not a day, not a single day goes by that we don't have a family member or a child or someone that you can witness in person the gift of this presentation and the monies that you've given to build this facility. Because this facility gives them the opportunity to have state-of-the-art care right here in Mississippi. They don't have to go anywhere else to get any care. We have subspecialists in all the different areas. Our hospital rivals any hospital in the country, really. We hold ourselves to really high standards, and our quality and the services that we offer really are the exact same that you could get anywhere else. And that's what Mississippi children deserve. We also have outreach locations around our state, so some children can follow up closer to home if they have difficulties coming back to Jackson. So Children's of Mississippi is much bigger entity, and I wish every person could walk through the halls and really feel the impact of this gift, because it is really tremendous, and you're making a huge difference in the lives of thousands and thousands of children. So thank you so much. And I think Dr. Woodall's coming back to the podium. Thank you.
So thank you all for being here. So I'm J.R. Woodall. I'm a local orthopedic spine surgeon at Mississippi Sports Medicine. And it's a great day to be here. And it's always special for me to be back on the UMC campus. Luann asked me not to mention how many years ago it was, but a couple of years ago, I had the opportunity to move to Jackson, Mississippi and start my orthopedic surgery residency training here at UMC. And so I'm forever indebted to the University Medical Center and the Children's Hospital for the role that they played in my education and training. And being involved in Century Club, I've had so much fun doing it, helping put on a golf tournament, things that I love. But it's also been really special, this component of it, being able to give something back to the institution that was so critical in my journey to becoming a physician and surgeon. So it's been really cool. So the mission of Century Club is to promote the game of golf to the benefit of Mississippi charities. And so the primary, like we've mentioned, the primary year-round focus is to organize and conduct a PGA Tour event, Sanderson Farms Championship. And Steve and his team do such a good job every single year of not only putting on a world-class event, but also managing it in such a way that we maximize the impact to Mississippi charities. And so that's not lost. That y'all do a great job, and another great performance in 2024. So I want to thank a couple other people, the state of Mississippi, Robin, Josh, Briggs, Delbert, everyone that helped get the state involved this year. Really appreciate y'all's support. The Century Club board, thank everyone, all the sponsors at the tournament, tournament partners, everyone that participated, everyone that went out to the tournament. Thank everybody for being there. But we all realized that none of us would be here today without the tremendous support of our title sponsor, Wayne Sanderson Farms. And the impact that this tournament makes, like Luann and Mary both mentioned, the campus has changed so much since I was here as a resident to this September when I had the opportunity to walk the halls with Luke List and our past champion and see what an incredible facility, and the world-class care that the kids are getting. But the really cool thing that I noticed is how happy all the staff are to work here, and the culture of Children's of Mississippi, and that comes from the top. So congratulations to you guys for creating that. So While there have been challenges over the past 5 years as far as this tournament, but Wayne Sanderson has been there and stayed committed and made this happen. And with that said, I want to introduce Senior Vice President of Retail, David Gadd. Wayne Sanderson.
Well, thank you for that introduction. And thank you all for taking the time to be here today. Obviously, this is a very special day. And the reason it's a special day is because it's the culmination of a lot of hard work by a lot of people, and it allows us to give back. So today, we are very honored to give back to the young patients that we have, their families, all of the doctors and nurses, all of the staff. That's really, at the end of the day, what it's all about. Obviously there are a lot of people that are involved to make this come to be. I'm going to do my best to recognize all of them and give them the recognition that they deserve. But I'd first of all like to thank the players, all of the players, the sponsors, all of the volunteers that devote their personal time to helping us do this. Certainly like to recognize them. Steve Gent, obviously, thank you and your staff for what you do. You somehow find a way to set the bar a little bit higher every year as far as the success of it. So thank you for that. Dr. Woodall and the rest of the board, thank you for your guidance and leadership as we try to keep this tournament, the health of this tournament intact. And again, we look forward to next year as well. And then lastly, I'd just like to obviously thank the Country Club of Jackson for hosting this event, for giving a true sense of Southern hospitality that all of our visitors and players really appreciate. And with that, again, we're just excited about the partnership. We're excited about being the title sponsor next year. And we look forward to continuing to do good work with you all. So thank you.
Thank you, David. And my notes disappeared. I'm just trying to take them. Well, we'll figure this out. Thanks everybody for coming. I really appreciate everybody being here. I just kind of wanted to wrap up before we get some pictures with some other thanks. Like JR mentioned, best title sponsor on the PGA Tour, no doubt. I just got back from Orlando with PGA Tour tournaments meetings with all the other tournament staffs on the PGA Tour, the Champions Tour, the Korn Ferry Tour, and unequivocally can say that we have the best title sponsor in Wayne Sanderson Farms. So thank you very much. Just again, JR mentioned all of our sponsors. I appreciate the kind words about myself and the staff. We try to be good stewards of what's given to us. We try to maximize the revenue and maintain, monitor the expenses in order to do that, and for the other charities that we donate to. The bar was set a long time ago by Joe and Kathy Sanderson, and so we're just trying to jump it every year. There's a lot of tournaments that have fun parties, and we have fun parties, but I mean bigger, and spend their money in different ways. From the beginning, Joe said this has got to be about charity for Mississippi, and that's our focus every single year. We have 6 tournament partner companies that come alongside all of us, and Bank Plus, International Paper, Sealed Air this year, Southern Farm Bureau Life, Trustmark, and Lyle Machinery. So big round of applause for all of those folks as well that jump in. My board of directors, thank you for your support, for the staff and all of us to allow us to do the freedom to do what we do throughout the year. JR, thanks for a great year as president. President's a 2-year deal, so JR's got another year, so we got another year. One thing how I'm just detail focused. The actual mechanics of this donation is a wire transfer, which is great because we both forgot to sign that check. So there's no signatures there. And then I want to thank my staff, best staff on the PGA Tour. Andy's not here today, but John, Aaron, Casey, Beth, Jenny. Did I forget anybody else? Did I get everybody? I get everybody? All right, big round of applause for my staff. Kind of putting up with my crazy ideas throughout the years. And then another round of applause. It takes 1,000 volunteers to make this happen. It's just not my staff, not our sponsors, not, you've got to have, it's an ecosystem of a bunch of different people. 1,000 people that give up their vacation days and time off, or their time where they could be retiring, fishing on a lake somewhere, that they're out at the tournament doing all the different things that we need to do them. So if you're a volunteer in here, and for all of our volunteers out there, thank you for everything you do to help make the tournament run in such a way as it does. So with that, I woke up this morning. We are in Central Time, which means that we're an hour later than the PGA Tour on Eastern Time. And I just thought it was really cool. The first email I saw this morning was the tour announcing next year's fall schedule and the 2025 Sanderson Farms Championships on it, and we already know that here in December. So that went out this morning at 9 Eastern. I got it before 8 Eastern Central. So it's just awesome that there's at least one more plate left on this trophy for another name. And next year, I just can't wait to see you all the week of September 29th through October 5th for the 2025 Sanderson Farms Championship. Thank you for coming today. Patrice has a list, and see y'all. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We'll see y'all soon.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Sanderson Farms Championship, Century Club, and Wayne Sanderson Farms. We will now begin the photo-taking session of this program. So feel free to socialize, mingle. There's water and cookies in the back. So enjoy those. Thank you for being here today. So, just to make